Sup, y'all? What's good, y'all? We back. Let it. I'm trying to wait on the goods in the Cassidy battle, but they taking too long. But I feel them though. You got pay-per-view. You just can't be giving it away free on YouTube. I don't give a damn about no 1 million views.
Not that quick though.
You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get your pay-per-view money in. You can't just be just free.
Yeah, because if they did it quick, then like, well, shoot, we just might as well wait a few minutes. We could start on it, for free. We would not have had to pay for it.
But yeah, so shout out to Cartoon Management. We got the episode still coming, and I think I'm gonna drop it. I was gonna drop it on the 3rd, but I think I'm gonna drop it when the J Mills and E Nash come out on the 4th. You know what I'm saying? That's a classic moment.
Your picture. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. You doing the thing.
Right on, but he will when I contact him. So yeah, this is like part of that reveal shit that's going down June 11th, 2/19. But like I said, and you can cite my sources. You can check a couple places on the creation theories. Right, you got the hologram theory where shit is made out of. How would I want to say that? Maybe it's like because like the ocean is only blue because it's a reflection of the sky, so it may not be like blue. Hey, come on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I was getting there, and so then you got your black hole, right? And I'm trying not to say too much and shit, y'all. But listen, every lesson that you need to learn, as you can see, is supposed to be in this guide of life called the Bible or the Scriptures. But as you find out, just like last week, there were 236 books removed, and those were the slave books. It's called the Slave Bible, where it still had a nigger or negro or person or nigget being 1/3 of a human being, which we don't know how to break that down on taxes, even though the Social Security card, if you form it right, you can understand how much you actually worth, because your birth certificate, you only get a short form. The long form is like 6, 7 pages, and they tell you all the shit, your numbers in your databases and shit. Because, numbers don't lie unless you want to fudge them, but that's a whole different ballgame. Now, if you're watching, see it, y'all see I'm spinning around, right? Now, you see at the top, it look like my ceiling, right? That would be a string, right? Because if you look at it a certain different way. Now, this string can be made into different ways. Like if you pull it a certain way, then the square turn into a rectangle. Then if you add on certain corners and angles, then it would be shit like obtuse and things, right? Now, inside the black hole, the light can't escape, but you can't see it. But what if the particles broke down, right? Now, if they all aligned, for example, because of the light coming from the black hole, it would align in a way that would be funnelized, but not completely tight until you get to the middle. But by the time you get to the middle, the atoms would deconstruct themselves, right, into smaller particles, would put you in the dust. And therefore, just like when you look at the constellation and the stars, how can they connect those together when we were a kid just to show us shapes that they made up? So then why can't I connect the funnel or the black hole, because it spins at a diameter of -6, which will also be the numerology number for myself. And any parts of the video, any parts of that whole. Now the book is different. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So I'm gonna come back with part 2 about the book. But if you think about certain things in the movie, she has a web. It's in a certain spot. That certain spot is in the doorway. And if you watch my other video about the temple in India over there next to Pandora, um, the hieroglyphs were in the doorways so that the light would have to shine in a certain way. Therefore, being that she can capture it in the web where you can't see it, but then if she wants you to, you can. Kind of like the same scriptures on the wall or the hieroglyphs in the temple. Now, therefore, you got website, internet, intertwined things that are connected, internet. And then she has certain words that were sort of like a miracle, okay? Sometimes when you put up a video, you have a thumbnail, then you hashtag something that could be a boost or a miracle in sales. What is a miracle? Something that happens really, really fast and can't be explained at the moment. Now, if we take 10, 12 people and we walk around and we ask them questions and shit, then we might can figure it out. And then you got how the animals don't necessarily fuck with each other, not because of the caste systems or segregation. It's because we're like, okay, you got the rams over here, they in the box. Now, if the fucking rams get out the box, their whole ecosystem messed up. So, if you come over here with a rat is, this gonna fuck it up because he's able to eat that shit and break it down in his system. So then you got Tempt, the one that do shit, because she said, I need a word, I need such and such. This nigga has to go do it. Why does he have to go do it? Not because he's a good person, because he knows the circle of life. If you let this motherfucker get turned into Canadian bacon, you gonna starve. So she works down there with the bottom, the runts, the ones that's not gonna make a lot of money, the ones that and then in the beginning people said, well, why does the dad let the daughter have the pig if he was gonna do that? Because if you live on a farm, that is the way of life. You're working with these pigs and animals until they mature, and then you get attached to them, of course. But you got to remember, either it's business or survival. So somebody's gonna be bacon, and somebody's gonna be duck a la rouge. You know what I'm talking about? So, and what I don't seem to understand is he could talk because he was around her. Then when they moved into the farm, he stopped talking. Wilbur, this is in Charlotte's Web, by the way. Sorry about that, y'all. And he stopped talking, and then the goose said, yeah, you can talk. So he hasn't talked, what? I don't think that he was quiet that long enough to forget how to speak. To me, maybe it's like the Rugrats, how they can only speak to themselves. Oh, in this case, he could only speak to her. And then when he was away from her, he couldn't speak regular animal language. But yeah, man, I'm trying to tell you, that's the new theory right there. I'm going to break it down more on a reveal. But yeah, that's the creation theory right there. Charlotte's Web. So hashtag that. And if any of y'all want to elaborate or help me research this idea, hit me up, man. Or promote it, we do it big. You know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to rearrange the world. We just trying to change the world. There's a difference. So yeah, watch Charlotte's Web, y'all, and get back to me. Read anything offline, some books or whatever, holler back at me. Make sure you hit me up on the Gmail at Crypto Comedy. Make sure you hit me on the Instagram at Lucy666. Hey yo, and tell YouTube, let me stream live, because I need to be live when I do the reveal on June 11th. Not saying that if I ain't able to go live, you won't get the review, but you know, you won't get the whole science I'm dropping down. But yeah, so everybody rock with me. understand what we're doing. It's coming soon. Shout out to Cartoon Management, 9 Day Animation. We here. Whole squad. Capitals, BCF, never left.